We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the New England Patriots. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Wait, set. Down 80. Down 80. You remember this? You remember this? Let's go, baby. Hey, Alabama.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the out. Watch the out. Easy. 54. 72.
On second and 9. Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. First down, here's White. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Yo, 80. Check 24. Check 24.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd
Hey,
and
Charlie.
4 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First down.
Yo, 80.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check. Lucky. Lucky.
Now a first down carry by Bell. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Good luck, baby. Good luck, baby.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Yo, 80. Come.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Darnold. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Check Mike 21. Hey, check Mike 21.
Now on 2nd and 13, Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Let's go.
The drive starts with a run by White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
He's coming. Double up. 450.
Now Brady. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Darnold. A screen to Bell. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watch twins. Watch twins. At the Patriots 34-yard line. Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch twins. Yo, 80.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 23. So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man complete. A big pickup of 38.
Let's go.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Brady gives this to White. 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4, Brady. Buying time to, and he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd and a yard, Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, 66.
Throwing now is Brady. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down. File that under something you don't see very often there. Tom Brady scrambling for the first down. Last year, he finally went over 1,000 yards rushing for his career, and you think about it, this is a guy that's been in the league for almost 2 decades. Not the fleetest of foot, but he's showing right there he's got a little mobility in those old legs. That burst good for 20 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go right back to White here on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Bravo. Regular. Switch.
Now he'll throw with Brady. Towards the end zone for Brown. And Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
To throw, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jordan Jenkins able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Safarian Jenkins has it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Well, Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Darnold. Nunez got it, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Check, check, watch the lady. Hey, here we go. Hey, zoom. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, watch. Red 80. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Haywood. Watch the pass. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, let's get off the field. Red 80. The field, D. Mike's 5-4. Hey, exit. Mike's 5-4. Come on, D.
The first down throw, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Smith. Right there, 54, right there. 50.
Darnold down to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. As the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
Is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys. It certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Darnold now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second down.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They start the drive with White. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A pickup of 2. Brings up
2nd and goal from the 1. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Now, I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Five. Defense wins championships, baby.
Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
That solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
General West.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Rolling to his right. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Out. Oh, 80.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold throwing the out route incomplete. That's Griffin.
Complete to Ryan Griffin. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
Wait, set. 53. 53 is the mark. Here we go. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is White on the screen. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first.
And got his man, complete. 33 yards that time. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Now Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football, incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Well, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd down.
From the 39, Darnold. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Check Mike 21. Hey, Mike 7. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Lady.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. That's complete, it's Bell. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it, they're going for it. Here's Darnold. He finds his target, it's Crowder. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go, son. 21, check back 21. Got you. I got you, son. Lady. Rush it up.
Darnold from the gun. And his throw is incomplete. Quincy Enunwa with the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Darnold throwing complete to Crowder, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. To the air again, Darnold feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Hey, box drop.
To throw is Brady. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Throwing now is Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett, and it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this will line up a victory for the New England Patriots, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Patriots, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,
big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode.